All right, hi guys, welcome to another rowing coaching video on the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and hit the button in the bottom left and subscribe to the channel. Today I'm going to walk you through a standard warm-up that I like to give my clients. I'm having some questions about, how do I warm up, getting ready for a 2K. The warm-up I'm about to do is a pretty standard warm-up, something we might have done in college, getting ready for a race, a duel, or an IRA, or an Easton Sprint, something like that. You feel free to edit as you see fit. This is a fairly extensive warm-up, the goal being to just kind of really get yourself ready for a 2K effort. We're going to start with a 10-minute intro to this. I'm going to start with a pick drill on quarter pressure, gradually building up the slide for the first 4 minutes. And then when I hit 3 minutes, the next 3 minutes, I'm going to go half pressure. And then for the next 2 minutes, I'm going to go 3/4 pressure. And then for the final minute, I'm going to go full pressure. Once I get, with a little bit of half slide, 3/4 slide, full slide, I'm going to bring that rate into 20 to 22 strokes per minute and just talk about sort of the different flavors of what 20 strokes per minute might look like, okay? One of the goals here is to learn how to apply the power at the low rate and then compensate from that by creating, a faster drive time that creates more time on that slide for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up here, and I've got my erg data here on the iPad, kind of recording that so you can kind of see what my stats are. But I don't want to focus too much on the data because this is just kind of a general feel and things like that. So I'm going to start off with arms only. And here I go with the arms only, and we're starting off the first 4 minutes, and I'm just nice and relaxed, shoulders nice and relaxed, making sure that I'm not holding tension in my shoulders, going out and doing arms only here, and just picking the stroke along here, making sure I'm connected to that front end. Even on the arms only, that I'm anticipating that change of direction at the catch so that I'm really locking on, just to these arms only. Okay, so that's about 40 seconds of that. I'm going to go to arms and body. Just, keeping the legs straight and creating the space, and then swinging over from the hip, getting into that strong position here. Connect. And again, I'm quarter pressure here, so I'm not really trying to work too hard. You'll notice today that my drag factor just below 90. I'm not advocating that that's what the drag factor is you should row your 2K on or whatever it is. It's easier for me to talk to you and keep the resistance, the drag a little bit lower. So don't take that as gospel. So that's the drag factor you should be on. But I'm also wanting to make a point that even at the low drag factors, with the damper down at 3, you can still get a bunch of torque in the rowing stroke without having to crank it up to 10 and get that connection, okay? So I'm going to go to quarter slide now. So here I go. Just a little break in the knees. Just going up. Again, making sure I establish my forward body angle early in that recovery. And this again, making sure that my hands and my feet are talking to each other at that quarter slide. You'll notice I'm at 247, 245, something like that. Right now, 235 gone. All right, so that's about 40 seconds at quarter slide. Now we go to half slide, and starting to see that split drop. But again, my focus here isn't to muscle this along. My focus is to work on my accuracy right from stroke number 1. So here I am at half pressure, and then I'm going to go ahead and swing out to three-quarter slide. Sorry, I said half pressure, I meant half slide. So now I'm at three-quarter slide. Again, holding that rate around about 20. I'm a little bit over. And then as I near the end of this 4 minutes, I'm going to go out to full slide. Got a little bit of tape on the slide here that's telling me I've compressed enough. And so now I'm into this next 3-minute segment, and I'm going to drop the rate down to a 20, and now I'm at half pressure. Just controlling that slide on the way forward. Heart rate's still pretty low. Focusing on rhythm. Swing here. Set the body. Again, in this 4 minutes gone up to 7 minutes, I'm at half pressure, so I'm pushing now a 222. Just getting myself ready for whatever practice I might be doing. So when we hit 7 minutes, I'm just gonna get going for 2 minutes at three-quarter pressure. And as the pressure comes up, I'm going to hold that rate 20, 21, and kind of show you what, it's still possible to keep the rate down as you accelerate more. And you'll notice that the rhythm changes a little bit. Okay, so here's 20 strokes a minute. Now I'm going to maintain 20 strokes a minute, but go three-quarter pressure. And there's a 210 at 20 strokes a minute. And what I'm working on here is what Mike Spracklin calls sting and float. Sting and then float. Sting and then float. You got that ratio where, yeah, you're pushing it, but then you're relaxing. Another way to think about it is to imagine you're a spring. And on the recovery, you're coiling that spring. You're pressing on it. You're building up potential. And then when you get to the catch, that spring opens up. Sting. Now float. Sting. Now float. Sting. Now float. So, coming to the end of 3/4 pressure, I'm going to hold the 20 and just push it out for a minute, keeping that idea of sting and float. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Push. Relax. Push. Flow. Push. Flow. Push. Sting. Float. Sting. Float. Make sure I'm sitting up, staying in control. Yeah. Okay. So that's 10 minutes of gradually building the rate up. You'll notice that as the power comes up, I've got to compensate by relaxing my slide. And what you notice is if you've got good connection and you're getting a good drive, you create time. So there's more time between the strokes on the recovery at the full pressure at 20 than there is if you're going half pressure at 20. So, this is probably enough of a warm-up, and you can go off into your steady state at this point. Now, if you're doing something a little bit more intensity, like you're getting ready for crash Bs, or you're getting ready for some kind of competition, or if you're getting ready for some intervals and you're trying to reach those high in energy levels, it's a good idea to do some power 20s. So these power 20s I'm going to do on 2-minute centers, and when I hit 12 minutes here, I'm going to do one at 20 strokes per minute. I'm going to do one at 24, one at 28, and one at 32 plus, with paddle in between. So here's yeah. Push, relax. Push. Found that 20 strokes a minute groove. Yeah. Push, relax. Yeah. Okay. So that was 20 strokes at 20 strokes per minute. And what you notice is, what I'm doing right now is coming off that pressure. You know, you just want to come down, back on the paddle. I'm probably going a little bit lighter than I normally would, but I'm talking to you. So the next one is 20 strokes at 24. And we're going to do it at the top of the minute. And we're going to push out 20 strokes at 24. What I'm trying to do is to connect, power that boat, there we go. A little bit higher. Yeah. Finally found the 24. Rhythm. Kick rhythm. Spring. 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 Relax here. Power, relax. All right. Now we're back on the paddle again, making sure that I'm keeping my technique. Just keeping everything under control. Staying sharp at that front end, even though I'm at 226. So the next piece, go up 4 more beats to a 28. Still working on that idea of sting and float, control forward, power on the drive. Here we go. 28. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So I got the split down, but still feeling like I had a bit of time. So, you know, by this stage, I'm pretty warmed up. Been going for, 17 minutes. We want to finish this off with 32 plus on the rate. But you know, you may be warmed up at this point, but I'm going to finish off with a top end piece at 32 plus for 20 strokes, but also maintaining that control out the 32 plus. Here we go. Push. Yeah. Okay. So lengthening back out. And just relaxing. So, you know, we're pretty warmed up now. Rode about 4K. It's a pretty good warm up. And we should be more than ready to rock. Now, if you feel like it's too much, you can always cut it down to 15-stroke pieces. I wouldn't do much shorter than that. You know, you want to get that blood flowing for a good minute. You're not going to get tired, particularly if you've been in a regular conditioning program. And I would say now you're in a pretty good place to go and crank that 2K. If you found the video helpful, please like it, leave me a comment, feedback, good or bad, I can handle it. And I appreciate you tuning in. I hope this has given you a nice flow, some things to think about on that warm-up. So, thanks for watching. This was the third time I shot this video, probably like fourth or fifth time now. So we finally got one in the can. Hope it's valuable to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, take care.